off because it's insane. There we go. Cool. I should be able to see the frame now and my fat belly. Cool. I can. Alright, so I'm going to change the camera around. I'll put it pointing at me for now. And I'll grab you guys in a minute. So you just sit there quietly. Alright? No interrupting. This is so weird. This is like a live stream, isn't it? Alright. Hello YouTube, this is Frugal and welcome to another Frugal Sim Vlogs. Kind of a weird one today. And we're not talking specifically about anything flight sim related, but more stuff around it somewhat. And the first thing is actually this. My phone is on right now. You see that? Because this is live. There are actually people watching right now. And if I bring the phone up to the camera, it's not going to tune in, but you can see there's a live camera image there. And people can start clicking on the screen. This is something called Periscope. Hello YouTube, says Lewis Bloomfield from A2A. This is something called Periscope from Twitter, and it's a live video feature on Twitter. So the idea is that you can take your phone to an event or see something going on in the street, fire up your phone and live stream whatever you see. So we're going to be using this for Summer Fun coming up in 2 weeks' time here in Lakeland in Florida, and using this for Flight Sim Con in June. So you'll be able to see live video from the event. But I wanted to do this now and test it out. There's 28 people watching this right now, which is actually more intimidating than doing a proper live stream. So Periscope, you need to follow me on Twitter. So my Twitter username is Frugal, that's @Frugal, normal spelling for Frugal. And it's an iPhone and an iOS app, so you can get it on your iPad as well. There is an Android version coming. There's also a website where you can view the stream, but you can't actually comment. If you have the app, then you can post comments and interact with me and all sorts of lovely stuff. So that's Periscope. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll see, when we do Sun and Fun, you'll see announcements about Periscope stuff. I'll probably do more Periscope things like prior to live streams, and prior to recording videos like I'm doing right now. But what I also want to talk about is this. This is the second part of the live stream. This is the Dxracer King Series chair. So I'm going to get up here and get out of the way of the chair and change the Periscope camera around so everybody that's watching this live can also see what I'm talking about. Hang on. There we go. So there we go. That is the Dxracer King Series chair. Now, I spend a lot of time sitting in my chair because I'm a developer, so I spend a lot of time during the day writing code, looking at websites, looking up stuff, interacting with my team, sitting right there in my chair on the computer on the left of the frame. And then in the evenings, of course, I'm doing the Frugal Sim stuff, so recording videos, practicing videos. And with my arthritis problems and generally getting old, I started to find that my other chairs were just not working. And I did some research and found that office chairs are typically rated for 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours of use per day. Beyond that, and you're risking causing injury to yourself. So looking at live streams of some of the big live streamers out there, nothing to do with Flight Sim, like the really seriously big people, like Kung Carnage, for example, I noticed that they were all using these Dxracer chairs. So I started to look into what exactly a Dxracer chair is. And it turns out these chairs are not rated for 8 hours or 10 hours or 12 hours. They're rated for 24 hours, which is amazing. And a lot of people really say that these are the best. So I went and got one. This was about $400, so not cheap, but not as expensive as, say, a Herman Miller, which I had at one of the startups I worked at before, and it's actually a lot more comfortable than the Herman Miller. What you got here is there's a lumbar support here, and you can see it's on straps. I'm going to change the Periscope camera so you can see this. It's on straps, so you can move that lumbar support up and down. It slots through 2 holes here. There's a neck cushion here, which goes up and down as well. You can take the lumbar support off. I keep going back and forward with it. I'm not sure if I like it or dislike it. Sometimes I'll use it, sometimes I won't. Right now I'm using it, but it's kind of cool. And the chair itself has a huge amount of configurability. So you've got these armrests here, and I can click on a switch and lift that all the way up, which is cool. There's a switch on the front here, and I can slide the armrest forward, slide the armrest backwards, which is great. There is another feature, there's another button here, and I can bring the armrest in or push the armrest out. It's a little bit stiff, but you get the idea. So you have those options there. Obviously it's a springy chair. Now I'm trying to do this while filming it, which is really hard, but it will spring. I can't do it, I've got to sit in it. Okay, hello, I'm back. So let's change the Periscope camera around. Here we go. So it's a springy chair, which means you can do stuff like throw your phone on the floor, which is awesome. Hang on. There we go. So you can do stuff like actually recline. Obviously, you can spring the chair backwards and forwards, and it's got a nice spring, and you can change the tension of that spring and everything else, which is great. It's even got a recline feature, which turns this into a zero gravity chair. So there's a handle right here on the right hand side, and you grab that handle, let's grab the phone. This is going to be wild. And then you pull the handle and the whole chair will go all the way back, making it a zero gravity chair, which is beyond ridiculous. And it's incredibly stable. And I don't know if this is going to come out on the vlog, but because I don't really want to move the camera, but if you look down here at the legs, the feet, they actually extend further backwards than forwards, so you can put that chair all the way back down and not risk falling over. We did mess around with it at the weekend, had some people over, did recline it crazy amounts, and found that if you do go too far and you have a really heavy person on it, that you do run the risk of, there you go, there's the chair all back, that you do run the risk of those front wheels down there kind of lifting off the ground, being a little unstable. So that's a bit of an issue, and the chair will actually go back a hell of a lot further than you can see it right there. But they actually go all the way completely flat and even inverted, which is insane. So that's kind of cool, like that. In terms of general comforts and stuff, it's a very hard chair. So there is padding here, obviously. There's padding down here. Let me move this around so the SLR can see it. In fact, let me lift the seat back up. It does snap up. You've got to be careful not to be on that when you do this. So you can see there's quite a bit of padding, but despite all that padding, it is quite a hard chair. It's not in any way a luxury, comfortable chair. The chair is designed to get you sitting yourself in the proper position and giving you adequate support so you don't tire out, so you don't get injured, so that you can game for hours and hours and hours, or code for hours and hours and hours. But overall, I'm really happy with this. If you go looking for the chair, if you go looking for Dxracer, they do a number of series. They've got the F series, the Iron series, the King series, there's something called the M series as well, which is just a standard boring business chair. Most people tend to go for the F series or the Iron series or the Drift series even, or the King series here. And the series are designed around a body type. So based on your height and your weight, you choose the chair that best fits you. So I'm gaining a bit of weight because of the arthritis drugs I'm on. I'm about 6 foot tall, so the King series is the one that I went for. It's the bigger chair. The F series if you're more lithe of frame and more athletic looking than I am, but I'm really, really happy with this. I have noticed on videos on YouTube people making the disclaimer, I'm not paid by Dxracer. No, I'm not paid by Dxracer. I bought this. I spent my YouTube monies this month, so basically all you guys bought this chair for me, which is amazing. Thank you. And like I said, about 450 bucks. I don't know where they are in Europe. I think there is a Dxracer Europe website where you can get them in Europe. I'm not sure how good they are at delivering. This took about a week to deliver and didn't have to pay for shipping, which was very, very cool indeed. Anyway, so that's my vlog. Just talking about Periscope. I'm out of breath now, running around the office, holding a camera and trying to, hello, present to 2 cameras at once. That's the vlog for this week. Periscope, make sure you get it. If you're an iOS user on iPhone or Android, make sure you go get Periscope. Keep an eye on me on Twitter, so twitter.com/frugal, and you'll see announcements there when I go live on Periscope. And we will of course be live streaming a ton of stuff from Sun and Fun, as well as from Flight SimCon later in the year, and who knows what other events, and also my chair. Very happy with my chair. I put Twitter announcements out about it. I know people were very interested to see more about it, but there it is. And it looks amazing, doesn't it look amazing? It comes in all sorts of different colors and stuff. But I think it looks pretty cool. It's nice. I like this chair. Anyway, let me know comments in the comment section below. If you're going to follow me on Twitter or Periscope and what you think of the chair. If you think there are good alternatives. Already had somebody in the Periscope stream here telling me there is another chair. I can't remember what he said, but there's another chair you can get which is very similar and pretty good. That's all for this week. Thanks so much for watching. Until next time, as always, my name is Frugal and I'll see you soon. That's how we do a vlog. Not normally that out of breath. It's